name is Genius, and welcome to Spelkollektivet. I'm the proud owner and majority shareholder. I'm here today to give you a lovely tour of this fine establishment. Come on, let's go! This is the North Wing, one of 3 residential areas here. Let's take a look inside one of the rooms. You're supposed to unlock the door.
Isn't not unlocked? I'm sorry.
Saying sorry isn't gonna unlock the f***. Let's take a look inside one of the rooms. It's a bit bland at the moment, but there's plenty of space to make it your own. And would you look at all these rooms? At the moment, but there's plenty of space to make it your own. Laundry. Would you look at all these rooms? Laundry. Outside, there's plenty of luscious, spacious grounds, nearby forests. Let's take a look.
That's great, but come on back. There's more house to see.
Hey, are you coming?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's go.
Did I mention we're all athletes?
These balls. I forgot about that.
So come on down, stay a while. You're gonna love it here. My name is Binkleton, signing out. So, what do you think? Pretty good, huh? So, what do you think? Pretty good, huh? You're fired!
Welcome to Spelkollektivet, a co-working and co-living space for game developers around the world. Our aim is to provide an affordable space to eat, sleep, work, and build connections with other game devs from different backgrounds and experiences. Most residents here work in one of the dedicated co-working spaces. We have the loud office for those looking for a more social working environment, and the quiet offices for a more distraction-free environment. All areas come equipped with high-speed internet, desks, and office chairs, with the added bonus of being around other passionate people while they work on their own projects. And if you prefer, there's plenty of space in your own private bedroom. To help foster a collaborative community, we host a weekly stream, the Spelkollektivet Game Developers Conference, an opportunity to showcase what you've been working on and gain valuable feedback on your projects from developers just like yourself. Even though you might work alone, we're still a big team that always has each other's backs. But let's all remember to take some time to relax, have fun, and enjoy yourself. Spelkollektivet encourages a healthy balance of work and play with a number of dedicated spaces for games, board games, movies, and outside activities to participate with your fellow game devs. Speaking of game devs, let's talk to some.
Just settle in.
All right.
Hi.
Hello.
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 Yeah, hi, I'm Matej Jan.
Hello, I'm Marijke.
I am Megan McCurdy.
I'm Adam.
I'm Anneke.
I'm Michal. I'm Jovi.
I am Belinda.
I am Fio.
I'm a composer from New Zealand.
I'm from Germany and I'm a solo game developer.
I'm from the Philippines and I'm an artist that works in the game industry.
I am an indie game developer.
I'm helping her with her stuff. Also, I help in the house. I'm from Czech Republic and I'm the developer of Lords and Villains.
I'm from Germany and I'm an art director / UI UX designer for Hotel Magnate.
I come from Slovenia and I am a pixel artist and game developer.
I came here to focus on the development of my game and have more free time and be around the community of indie game developers to get some support from my peers.
I was already working alone on my projects, and I just wanted to be part of a community and be part of a group of people that have similar interests.
I felt a little bit stagnant back at home. I wasn't getting anywhere or meeting a lot of people in the industry, so I just took the plunge.
We both thought about, hey, let's make a trip just where we can do programming. At this time we didn't know that Spelkollektivet existed, and it was a really nice coincidence that we found this place and could just work on software.
I wanted to experience what life was like living abroad. The idea of living together with other passionate game developers was really interesting to me.
I miss how my life was working from an office when I had a normal game development job, but I still want to work on my game, and so being here is the best of both worlds. I can work on my game and be in an office with other game developers, and it's even better because we also live together, and it's really nice to have like-minded people around you.
I came here because a friend of mine, Annika, she went here before and she told me about this place and was like, "You're sure this is real? Are they not selling you organs or something?" Like, no, it's real. It's really awesome. And then I decided, damn, I'm gonna come here. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And it is.
One of the most surprising to me was how good the food is. And it has great variety, so we have normal and vegetarian options. And I actually became vegetarian while being here because I was thinking about it already before, but I'm too lazy to prepare it, and here somebody does it for you, and it's...
The community is amazing. Here are so many people with totally different experiences, and you can learn from every single one of them something special.
The people, I think. I wasn't expecting to make so many great friendships here, and along with working with those friends, it's been really cool.
I like a lot of things, and it's very hard for me to pick one that would stand out the most. I think above everything it would be the people that I'm surrounded with, because I think they are very like-minded and very accepting and supportive. So I feel like home here, and that's what I like the most about this place.
For more information, check out our website for the latest prices and details, or join us on Discord where you can ask more questions from us directly.
Hi, my name is Jinx, and welcome to Spelkollektivet. I'm the proud owner and majority shareholder. I'm here today to give you a lovely tour of this fine establishment. Come on, let's go! This is the North Wing, one of 3 residential areas here. Let's take a look inside one of the rooms. You're supposed to unlock the door.
Isn't not unlocked? I'm sorry.
Saying sorry isn't gonna unlock the f***. Let's take a look inside one of the rooms.
It's a bit bland at the moment, but there's plenty of space to make it your own. And would you look at all these rooms? Laundry.
Outside, there's plenty of luscious, spacious grounds, nearby forests, and even a fire pit. Let's take a look.
That's great, but come on back. There's more house to see.
Hey, are you coming?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's go.
Did I mention we're all athletes?
These balls. I forgot about that.
So come on down, stay a while. You're gonna love it here. My name is Winkleton, signing out.
So, what do you think? Pretty good, huh?
You're fired.
Welcome to Spelkollektivet, a co-working and co-living space for game developers around the world. Our aim is to provide an affordable space to eat, sleep, work, and build connections with other game devs from different backgrounds and experiences. Most residents here work in one of the dedicated co-working spaces. We have the loud office for those looking for a more social working environment, and the quiet offices for a more distraction-free environment. All areas come equipped with high-speed internet, desks, and office chairs, with the added bonus of being around other passionate people while they work on their own projects. And if you prefer, there's plenty of space in your own private bedroom. To help foster a collaborative community, we host a weekly stream, the Spelkollektivet Game Developers Conference, an opportunity to showcase what you've been working on and gain valuable feedback on your projects from developers just like yourself. Even though you might work alone, we're still a big team that always has each other's backs. But let's all remember to take some time to relax, have fun, and enjoy yourself. Spelkollektivet encourages a healthy balance of work and play with a number of dedicated spaces for games, board games, movies, and outside activities to participate with your fellow game devs. Speaking of game devs, let's talk to some.
Just settle in.
All right.
Hi.
Hello.
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 Yeah, hi, I'm Matej Jan.
Hello, I'm Marijke.
I am Megan McCurdy.
I'm Adam.
I'm Anneke.
I'm Michał.
I'm Jovi.
I am Belinda.
I am Fio. I'm a composer from New Zealand.
I'm from Germany and I'm a solo game developer.
I'm from the Philippines and I'm an artist that works in the game industry.
I am an indie game developer.
I'm helping her with her stuff. Also, I help in the house.
I'm from Czech Republic and I'm the developer of Lords and Villains.
I'm from Germany and I'm an art director / UI UX designer for Hotel Magnate.
I come from Slovenia and I am a pixel artist and game developer.
I came here to focus on the development of my game and have more free time and be around the community of indie game developers to get some support from my peers.
I was already working alone on my projects and I just wanted to be part of a community and be part of a group of people that have similar interests.
I felt a little bit stagnant back at home. I wasn't getting anywhere or meeting a lot of people in the industry, so I just took the plunge.
We both thought about, hey, let's make a trip just where we can do programming. At this time, we didn't know that Spelkollektivet existed. And it was a really nice coincidence that we found this place and could just work on software.
I wanted to experience what life was like living abroad. The idea of living together with other passionate game developers was really interesting to me.
I miss how my life was working from an office when I had a normal game development job. But I still want to work on my game, and so being here is the best of both worlds. I can work on my game and be in an office with other game developers, and it's even better because we also live together, and it's really nice to have like-minded people around you.
I came here because a friend of mine, Anneke, she went here before and she told me about this place and was like, "You're sure this is real? Are they not selling you organs or something?" Like, no, it's real. It's really awesome. And then I decided, damn, I'm gonna come here. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And it is.
One of the most surprising to me was how good the food is. and it has great variety. So we have like normal and vegetarian options, and I actually became vegetarian while being here because I was thinking about it already before, but I'm too lazy to prepare it, and here somebody does it for you, and it's...
The community is amazing. Here are so many people with totally different experiences, and you can learn from every single one of them something special.
The people, I think. I wasn't expecting to make so many great friendships here, and along with working with those friends, it's been really cool.
I like a lot of things, and it's very hard for me to pick one that would stand out the most. I think above everything it would be the people that I'm surrounded with, because I think they are very like-minded and very accepting and supportive. So I feel like home here, and that's what I like the most about this place.
For more information, check out our website for the latest prices and details, or join us on Discord where you can ask more questions from us directly.
So, it has taken me a while to make this video. Joseph and me are leaving Spelkollektivet, and we've been here for almost 2 years, so this is gonna be a big change in our lives. For over 2 months I've had the idea to make this video about what this place even is, because it might be the place that you need like, right now, and I want to tell you about it.
I am a man who uses the techniques of a bat to navigate.
Yeah, motherfucker from the underfunded klutz who never undercut the butcher. The pick a booger at your wake is bumping, I'm your pusher. Also at your wake, juvenile intruders at the gate, brooding over waking history that bubbles from the blinking 12s of VCRs and microwaves, like time machines for shrinking elders rifling through the recipe. Carrots, onions, celery, what you need.
Damn, I have no socks. Damn, where are my socks? I'm always fucking late, cause I smoke a lot. If we had a date, yeah.
I am a man who uses
Coconut song.
That's the reason.
The coconut nut is a giant nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat. Now, the coconut nut is a big nut, but this delicious nut is not a nut. It's the cocoa fruit. It's the cocoa fruit of the cocoa tree. Of the cocoa fruit. From the cocoa palm family. There are so many many uses of the coconut tree. You can build a bigger house for the family. All you need is to find the coconut man. If he cuts the tree, he gets the fruits free. It's the cocoa fruit. It's the cocoa fruit of the cocoa tree. Of the cocoa tree. From the cocoa palm family. Coconut, 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 coconut. The coconut bark for the kitchen floor. If you save some of it, you can build a door now. The coconut trunk, do not throw this junk. If you save some of it, you'll have a second floor. The coconut wood is very good. It can stand 20 years if you pray it would. Now, the coconut root, to tell you the truth, you can throw it or use it as firewood. The coconut leaves good shade it gives for the roof, for the walls, up against the eaves. Now the coconut fruit, say my relatives, make good cannonballs up against the thieves. It's the cocoa fruit. It's the cocoa fruit of the cocoa tree. Of the cocoa tree. From the cocoa palm family. The coconut nut is a giant nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat. Now the coconut nut is a big, big nut, but this delicious nut is not a nut. The coconut nut is a giant nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat. Now the coconut nut is a big, big nut, but this delicious nut is not a nut. It's the cocoa fruit. It's the cocoa fruit of the cocoa tree. Of the cocoa tree. From the cocoa palm family. It's the cocoa fruit. It's the cocoa fruit of the cocoa tree. Of the cocoa tree. From the cocoa palm family. It's the cocoa fruit. It's the cocoa fruit of the cocoa tree. Of the cocoa tree. From the cocoa palm family.
Alright, hello and welcome to SGDC! Woo! What a lovely audience! It looks like you all contracted something tonight. And this is your rich and handsome host, James! show your junk. Okay. We all come here to celebrate our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and also to show off games that we're working on. And the first person up to show stuff is Lena. Is Lena here yet? Oh yeah, there.
Wow. Religion, am I right? Okay, so hi. Today I'm gonna show all of the art and sound things that I have done lately. It's actually I have been really busy and it's nice. So I did some sound effects. I mean, I found some sound effects and I merged some of them to add them to the resources that we have in the game. And so Oak actually put them in the game, and here they are. Can you... No. And yeah. Also we have music by Brian Diamond in here. And the glistening effect when you pick something up as well. Yep. So this part. Thank you. So basically, for our Phobos faction, I had this old version of a unit that I had, and I made it like, oh, let's make it like horror-y kind of. But then I thought, like, making everything bleak and bloody kind of is boring as a like a horror kind of thing, and I thought it could be totally like a very colorful thing that's still kind of disgusting. So it's like a tentacles that have taken over a doll basically, as a body, using it as a body, and a spider character for Phobos as well. And also made some spellbook icons. These are for Anchorage and Phobos, like icons for the UI. And I made some heroes for Anchorage and also Phobos. So they were, the first one here was the base that I made before, and now I actually tried making some of them. And they are all basically why I'm like putting out this much art currently, is so that it's all for screenshots for Steam that we're gonna put up. So this would be how a hero would look, their portrait, they on battle screen and also on adventure map, like a very small version of them. Yeah. So beautiful. And this is the first screenshot that we actually finished. This is how the battle scene would look like. So I made this week, I made the grid, all of the UI elements in here, the initiative basically. This shows like whose turn it is and who's gonna be next. And also the hero and the spellbook, yeah, and the background and the units were done before. And another one for a Phobos, like background and faction. Yeah. So.
Is that a bird character?
Yes, that's like a mechanical bird, like steampunk bird kind of thing, shoots things out of its arm. Yeah. And that's all. Any questions? Yes, Marco.
Can you go one slide back?
Oh no. Yeah.
I don't know, the music is a little bit bad for unit clarity, or is it only me?
Do you think just for some of the units,
no,
or?
I mean, they don't pop up so much from background. It kind of feels a little samey.
Okay.
Just keep that.
Do other people agree with that? Is there, like, should I make the background itself less contrasty, because everything is quite contrasty anyway, so I don't know. Anyways, Marike? Yeah.
I do agree to an extent, but to me the biggest issue is just that the background texture is completely textured. And if you would have like
more solid ground without like this kind of we also have it like in here, but there's not so much like contrast on the background itself in there, so that's,
I think it needs more empty space, like bigger puddles or like bigger patches of dirt. But yeah, otherwise it looks gorgeous. The rocks are insanely great.
Yep.
And I guess there will be like animations as well, so you can see what's interactable.
Yeah, everything, all of the interactable things will be animated, and if it's their turn also, they will light up like this, and if you hover them, they will play an animation as well. So yeah, maybe on a screenshot it might be a bit, but it's a good thing that, I mean, people will see the screenshots at first, so yeah, kind of visibility is important. Yes?
Do you have a specific strategy or idea when it comes to the obstacles on the battlefield, or is it just like some just randomization?
So basically, yeah, we were thinking of making, because this game is about the environment, then depending on the environment, you might have some objects in there that might be useful for some of the units themselves. So they would get bonuses, or could do. Also, you could maybe use some spells on those objects, just blow something up, for example, to make damage or something. We don't want to have like direct damage spells, so it would be something more interesting that you can use to your advantage. So yeah, more strategy to it. Yeah, is that it? Yeah, thank you. No.
Noise, am I right? And there was other stuff as well. But speaking of noise, next up, Dorian, with more noise.
Okay, so my name is Dorian. I've been working now for a year and a half, close to that, on a MMORPG project, and I'm not going to show any of the game really today. I'm kind of like in between a number of like changes and upgrades and things like that, and so I figured I would take a little bit of a break from that actually and show some of the music instead. I'm also working on the music. It's not really in game shape, but it's just like tentative kind of like concept music, I guess, that could eventually be turned into game music. Right now it's a little bit heavy on like the kicks and a number of things, so I'll just play some and so you guys can get an idea of the vibe, hopefully. that one off right here because I wanted to show a few samples rather than play one entire song. And here, might even jump a little bit forward. So I'm usually inspired by electronic music, so my deal is going to be to try and turn that into more like game compatible music in the end. If I have time for one last quick soundbite. It's a little bit more like a Diablo 2 Act 2, kind of oriental. That's the vibe I was going for. Just a basic loop. That's all I have. Is there any questions about music?
Questions?
Yep.
What are you currently working on? And are you going to release or show us where we can listen to the stuff as well?
So
I see your SoundCloud, but did you post it in Showcase?
I don't think I posted any of the sound stuff in Showcase, but it's public more or less. Like I just don't advertise it, but you can.
So we can.
Okay, yeah, sure. And what was the first part? What am I working on?
Working on next, for the next week?
So I'm hoping the next time I'll show you guys a little bit more gameplay stuff. What I'm working on right now is some interactions with the environment, like destructible walls and building walls dynamically on my maps. Anyone else? Nope. All right. Thank you.
Time up. Anyone else having a hard time not twerking to that? Next up is Matej.
Hello. Yes, my name is Matej. I am a software engineer. Usually I show you my art stuff, and today I will not show you art stuff, I will show you boring stuff. This is how the other part of my job looks like, and this is how in the Indie Quest we do software engineering. This is for advanced programming stuff. So here's, I'm making a graphics engine rewrite or an expansion for my game because I need to support way more stuff. So the way I started going about it is first I have a game flow example, something you would usually put in a design document. So basically I'm just describing what happens in my game. It's also very easy because my game is a text adventure, so it's pretty much looks like this. You write down, and this is describing what needs to happen. The reason why I'm doing this is that then I can, this is maybe first 5 to 10 minutes of the game. The reason why I'm doing this is that next thing I can go over and see what requirements I need. So for all of this to happen, I just go over it and, you know, I see that, oh, the camera cuts to a reverse shot of the bottom floor. Then I need to know, okay, I need to have camera angles and transitions between cameras. And so what comes out of it as I analyze it, I get a list of requirements that my engine needs to support, and I have it changed into different categories: objects, character, animation, pathfinding, sets, camera. And then from this point on, as soon as you have the requirements, then you have to figure out, well, how am I gonna code all of this? What kind of architecture is gonna support all of these things interacting with each other? And so here comes the next part that comes out of it, and this is what I've been working on for the last 2 weeks. It's called a class diagram. This has about 100 to 150 classes. This part here is the parts that I already had. So I've been working on the game for 6 years, so a lot of stuff is already written. So here's, for example, my main adventure engine. I don't know how much you can see, kind of, you know. I can go even more in. And then, for example, the parts that I usually show you guys, which is my 3D mesh stuff, that would be somewhere here. Like here you see, here's the mesh object. No, even more over there. There we go. The mesh editor that I usually show you, 3D Paint. This is how all of the classes look like, the materials that you can set up. And the new stuff that I've put now in, because I need to support multiple locations, I put these world areas that have different sets and the parts that go into it. And then how do you go from one camera state to another? So this is all sort of described in this kind of stuff. How do I zoom out again? There you go. So yeah, basically I just keep on going over the requirements and just fit into the architecture what needs to happen. The bonus of this, or the advantage of this, is that, you know, it's very easy for me to just imagine, okay, I'm gonna have this class and this class, and then I come to a requirement and I see, oh, this needs to be actually different. You know, it's very easy and cheap to just rewire some stuff on a diagram than it is if I was already writing in CoffeeScript all of this stuff. So it's a valuable thing to do in advance. Here's my Twitter. Follow me. This is what I'm gonna finish on, because this is what I posted yesterday. Before I posted this sneak preview, which I've just explained to you now, sort of what it is, I also analyzed the current code base. And so far I have written 2,000 CoffeeScript files, and I have approximately one class per CoffeeScript, one class per file. There are some big classes that then span multiple ones, like the adventure, the main class. So if I am conservative, I have somewhere around 1,500 plus classes. So basically, or maybe it goes close to 2,000. So yeah, that basically means that this is about somewhere between 5 and 10% of my code base. So yeah, that's sort of an intro into my architecture. And over the next weeks and months, I will be implementing one part at a time and showing you cool GIFs and videos. And it's going to be interesting again. All right, thank you. Any questions?
I see that you don't have support for submeshes. Is there a reason why you didn't go for that standard of dividing up meshes?
You mean explain or define?
You didn't seem to have a class for submesh. You had a class for mesh, and then the material is applied to the mesh. But typically, the standard would be to have submeshes.
I see what you mean. Yeah, this is so this isn't the runtime representation of it. This is just the data part. So basically, I have mesh for me is a file that has all of the different objects. I just called it mesh for whatever reason. You could call this Blender scene. So this is all the materials that are defined in this 3D Paint scene. But then actually, as you can see here, cluster actually has a material. So every cluster is just a group of pixels of the same color, and I paint those with materials. So then the parts that you are talking about would be actually more closer to this part, because the clusters are drawn on layers, and then multiple layers create one part that is created from 2D information then to 3D. So part is the smallest 3D unit that can be moved around. That would be sort of your submesh. But every part, last time I talked about universal material, universal shader. So actually all of this has just one shader. So there's no need for the material's sake to have it.
What is CoffeeScript?
CoffeeScript is a language that compiles down into JavaScript. CoffeeScript.org. Oh, probably not that. Yeah, there we go. It's basically Python. You can see here. I don't know if I can make this bigger. It's basically... Why doesn't it go backwards? Well, it's just got bigger. So basically, it looks like Python, essentially. And it compiles on the other side. You see the JavaScript that gets out of it. It's basically... if you're familiar with JavaScript and ES6, like JavaScript in the last 3-4 years got quite a big upgrade. It got support for classes and this kind of stuff. CoffeeScript pretty much had all of this stuff 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, because they were like, JavaScript the way it is, it's not most programmer friendly in certain ways. So they were the first to develop features like functions defined by arrows and splatting between arrays and classes actual. So basically the new JavaScript takes a lot of stuff from CoffeeScript, not how they did it, but the same features. So after ES6, basically CoffeeScript and JavaScript are on par. So basically at this point you just choose, hey, do you want to more like C syntax, go JavaScript. If you're more Python syntax, go CoffeeScript.
And your game is written in CoffeeScript?
Yes. Fun fact, I never drank coffee in my life. Annie.
Do you ever go like, oh, I just want to write this small script for my game today, and just do that, or do you always go to the UML, like in the design activities?
Good question. The question was if I ever just jump into the code and write stuff. In fact, most of this code that you see here, not this one, this is all new. If I click stuff like here, even more. This stuff part here was mostly written exactly by just jumping in. I do have a notebook. Unfortunately, I didn't send myself a link, where I do usually draw this kind of stuff just on paper for myself, not that detailed. And I've been doing that basically. So anytime I have a bigger architecture, I would design it that way, just if it is bigger, but just, paper drawing very quick. And I've been doing that for 6 years. So it's kind of like the Weasley's house in Harry Potter. So, when you just stack on shit all over. So now, after 6 years, I think it is a good approach. It's like you don't really understand the problem yet. It's kind of like you're writing the game for the first time, and then for the sequel, you for the first time understand the problem. So after 6 years, it felt good to actually, because I never had the whole picture. If I'm doing it on paper, I'm gonna see this much as much as I'm showing you right now on the screen. So I've never actually seen the big picture. So this was a good time, and even this is 10% of at most. So yeah. So this is also thanks to the Indie Quest, because I tell them that they should do it this way. So I felt they should listen to my own advice, and it is good. I mean, I know that it is good, but yeah.
Just to kind of build on that question, if you fall behind with the documentation, do you ever catch up by generating, like doing discovery of your code and like generating the UML as opposed to the other way?
No way. I wouldn't. I've done that. Like let's say a decade ago, and I was doing some C# and I was using Visual Studio, and it has these automated tools. To me, a lot of the process of doing this is also self-organizing it. I would agree with you that like if there was a tool that I would just now press a button and CoffeeScript, first of all, CoffeeScript, there's no typing, there's no, you can just do anything. There's no way there would be an automated tool for JavaScript or well, you can make it, but it would be very hard, very much difficult compared to a typed language. But if there was a button and I would press and then it would just automatically do the right thing, then I would press it. But I don't do it manually, no way. Like this is for me is a design process, and then I'm not gonna, I will go back to like right now I've done the big architecture, and every time I'm gonna be now working on sub parts of it, I will first design it here just to make sure that it's supporting everything properly. But then after it's done, it's just going to be more of a visual of, okay, here are all these parts. I'm not going to be keeping it in sync now. Thank you very much.
Speaking of pressing buttons to get your code documented, would you press the button and get it fully documented exactly the way you want it, that 10 random people in the world dies? Would you press the button?
No, I just do it myself.
Alright. Well, isn't Matej a crafty person? Next person who's crafty is Isa. Wow, crafting.
Trying to get good on awkward presentations. I think you're nailing it.
That's okay. So hi again, I'm Isa and I'm working on a game called Magical Harvest, which is a farming game. For today well, last week I took a week off, more or less, that's why I don't have so much today to show. But I finished the crafting system for our game, so we can craft stuff now. Like this nice wall. So we have a crafting bar, and if we are crafting it again, we can skip this bar, but I wanted to have at least something visual that shows, hey, there is something crafting right now. So yeah, we can craft stuff. You can see here how much is in the inventory, currently 2, because we crafted 2. That's the crafted, here is the total crafted amount, so that the player can see, okay, I crafted this already or not, which will be a part for later. And all the stuff that is crafted is now also in our thingy here. So these are all the crafting recipes, and you can see here this one is not black, I crafted it already, and this one as well. And here you can see also the count is 2, I crafted it 2 times. This is just the item tracker for later that the player can, yeah, fill or not. We have also experience now, which, yeah, here you can see a bit of the crafting is colored. If I craft more, let's craft not too much. We might see a bit more here. Yeah, a bit. I changed the value so that it's not currently fitting, but I can cheat a bit so that you can see at least. So it would look like when the player is gaining more experience points for a different kind of stuff in the game. So yeah, this is one part. I created my first models with Substance Painter, so they're hand painted. And since it's the first type of that models that I that I drew with hand, I'm very happy with them. I mean, they're simple, but yeah, my first painted models. Also, I created more crops. We have now 5 types of the strawberry. You can't barely see here the strawberry, so I might change them a bit, also for the white ones here. But yeah, this is our full strawberry field with the first ones, the second ones, and then 3 types of magical ones. And the 5th one here is the last one. I also changed that the thing that you can now see when the crops are ready. So the one with the particles here are ready to harvest. Currently I can't harvest them because they're just for showcasing. But yes, this would be the identifier for the player later. Hey, you can harvest these crops. Yeah, this is the new stuff in the game. What I also did is some concept art. So we have 5 races, so for each of the race they have their own clothing style. So for the humans we have something kind of medieval style of clothes. For the Kishen, which are like animal-based race, they should be more cute and more the Lolita style from Japan. The elves, yeah, more elegant, a mix between elvish, so high elvish, and Chinese style. The Drakis, which is our dragon race, will be more with leather and a bit, yeah, more with leather parts in general. And the Nereids, which are all our ocean type faction, they will have some more light clothes. I also changed the clothes here from the male already because I didn't like it. You can see that here. I made 2 concepts of 2 of our characters that the player can date. And this is one of the Nereids, so Sarek. And yeah, I decided to give them more light style of clothing so that you can see their skin better and stuff. Yeah. And this is one of the Drakis, or the one from the Drakis that you can date, which is my own character that I have for years now. So it's nice to have them now on paper, basically, because I never had a picture of him. It was just a fictional character that was written, but I never had a picture of him. So I'm very happy about it, that I have one now. So I need to make a game for having pictures for my own characters. Yeah, so that's it for today that I wanted to show. Any questions? Mareike?
Can you go to the fire strawberry?
Yes, I can go to the fire strawberry.
What happens? What happens if you water it? Isn't it bad? Like, is there a connection between what type of magic they need? That they maybe need different tending? Obviously, that would make it like a, I don't know, magical watering can. Because I would suggest, like, think if you would, it could even mean that if you need fire, like need soil that supports fire plants. Maybe is that something you thought about?
I haven't thought about the fact that it's kind of strange to water it, but yes, that's a good point. But thanks to the Discord that we are in from the house server here, from the house Discord games server, you know what I mean. We had also a talk with some, and one suggested, hey, you could get more strawberries if you're strawberry of the fire type if you're harvesting by daylight, so like in the middle of the day. So this is a kind of idea that in this case, if you are harvesting on the middle of the day, you're getting 2. Or we have also the moon potato, that then would be if you are harvesting the moon potato at the full moon, because our game has also the moon cycles, that you're getting more out of it. I kind of like the idea that you will need to have a special treatment for the watering in this case, but I don't know if it makes sense in total because not many of the crops will have elements like this. So I don't know if it's worth the change.
It could also be possible just to, if you have a certain element that they just, because I would think as well now, the strawberry is burning.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it start burn all the other plants? And I guess because we're currently designing something similar in our game that fire spreads. I guess that made sense in my head, but
perhaps I'm just removing the fire.
That you have to get like special soil that they either don't burn all the other plants, or you just have a special section for fire or magical plants because they will maybe kill other plants.
I like that idea. I will think through it. Yeah.
Bring a nice depth into it.
Yep, that's very good. Thank you, Matej.
Are you on the characters that you showed us? Are you drawing them yourself, or is that like a template that you use, sort of silhouette of a character, and then just painting it over? What's your process?
I'm drawing them by myself, but these are also just concept arts. Because Arthur will draw our characters, so these are just the concepts for them. But yes, I'm drawing them, but it's just sketches. Yep. Other questions? Then thank you.
Would a fire strawberry be spicy? No, it would be hot. Wait.
Next up, Andreas.
Hi. I can't see the TV anymore.
That's your problem. Guess what? Yeah, that one. Whoops. This is new. That's my week. We're done. No, this is about the art, so we're not going to look at the game. And yeah, so that's the best way I can put it. But we can also have a short visual. Right, but apparently first I wanted to show you some toilet paper with bark bits. We were discussing a dream I had about cards in a card game, especially one about nature. And Laura got sick of me and said, get out and into the forest and get me some visuals of what you're talking about. No, she was way nicer. But I need to motivate myself, so I changed the way I remember it. So here's 3 bark pieces. This is the outside. What's it called? The facing you part. Here's the facing the tree part. And then I sandpaper that one into this. For, as many of you might understand by now, for texture inspiration. And what Laura did was she made these. The left one is, of course, the cover or face down, and the other one is face up of a card. So it's easier to show than explain. This is what she sent me, and this is just the parts. You can see that some of them have moss, some of them don't. I like the moss, but putting a lot of cards on the screen during the card game, it actually became annoying. So the mossy version will be for the materials you pick up in the forest. That makes sense, that some moss came with. The other one, the actual playing cards are going to be more cleaner. And here's something we talked about. The whole point of having the little wooden slat on the bark is that that's the wooden part is actually the card itself. And as you might remember, I don't want text or numbers unless I can help it on these cards. So there's just going to be images or symbols used on the cards. When you slide it down, I hope that is clear. That's what's going on there. You slide it down, and there we will put the symbols that explain to you how you craft an upgrade for them. It used to be that you crafted consumable cards. That was not fun when I play tested it. So you will just have your basic set that doesn't change, and then you upgrade them so that you can progress through the game. But when you make an upgrade, there will be a hidden tier system where they will say, you have discovered a new card. And then you can actually make the new cards. But you only make them once, and it sort of works like an upgrade. There will just be a locked card, and when you upgrade it, you will be able to add it to your deck. And anyway, so what you're seeing down there is the surface that, unless you sort of click and slide it down, you don't have to worry about how to make upgrades. So I really like how stuff became very clean and user-friendly. I don't know what the last oh yeah, so an example is just the old mushroom potion that we've been using since the very beginning. But yeah, I like it. That's all I needed to know, really. That's the feedback I gave to Laura. I like it, we're done. Oh yeah, and the person I keep mentioning, I finally remembered to plug or promote or whatever it's called. So yeah, there she is. She has some really cool stuff. I looked at it after I hired her, so. You know this one, but today I'm not going to make a mistake. I am going to do this right. Because, oh yeah, it's a, this time I'm not going to forget. Questions? Mate.
Can you click on her ArtStation link?
No, it's just in the presentation as a text.
Can you type it in?
What was it? Ja.
your favorite?
It's actually a sandwich and Groot. After I started talking about making those cards, then I saw Groot and I was like, yeah, it's great that I hired the right person, because look at that.
I want to see the sandwich.
Oh,
Sandwich.
whoa.
Sandwich.
Escape. Just
Okay.
Left.
I just
That was right there.
First one.
Oh, sandwich.
Wait,
right?
Netflix.
Where?
Yeah, where is for Netflix?
Oh, I didn't see
Is
that
it a
before.
Netflix sandwich?
Yeah.
What does it say? Here I leave some props I designed as a submission for a Netflix animation job offer.
James,
Um,
what are you beeping about?
Will I be able to try the game at the open house arcade day?
I don't have a computer for that. And if I did, I would probably put the dancing deer game on it, because that's probably more fun for the kids. But so the answer is no. Sorry. That's my fault. And on that note, we're done. Thank you.
Next up, Victor or Victor.
Hi everybody, I'm Victor. I'm new in the house. I moved in last Friday, so I'm gonna have a little talk and introduce myself. I'm from Sweden. My mother is Swedish. My father is from Chile. I live in Lund, in a small town outside of Malmö. I've been working in the restaurant business since my early 20s. Then about 3 years ago, I had enough. So I started thinking about what I was going to do in my life, and I was always been interested in games and programming. So I applied to a programming school in Malmö. So I started at a school called TGA, the Game Assembly. I went there for 6 months and learned a lot of C++. And then, because of personal issues, I had to quit school, so I dropped out. And for the last year and a half, I've just been working different restaurant jobs, watching different YouTube tutorials, learning programming, programming. And then I thought, well, I need to continue my studies. So I found an ad on Instagram, actually, about this place. And I applied, and I was really happy I got in. While I'm here, I'm fairly good at programming, I think. So I'm here mainly to learn art. I would love to learn modeling, animation, and drawing, because I'm shit at drawing. So that's my plan with being here. Any questions? Yes.
Are you gonna draw us a sandwich?
I will try.
So are you attending IndieQuest?
Yeah, I'm attending the IndieQuest, yes. James?
What type of game would you like to be able to make?
Yeah, I'm not really sure yet, but I've been working on a space shooter a couple of years ago, but it's very, very basic for now, so we'll see, but I'm probably gonna go that direction.
What is your favorite game genre, if you can?
I was a Diablo nerd for a very long time. I probably played more Diablo than you should play it, so yeah. So that type of game.
Not over 1,000 hours, you're
I played a lot. I had 3 characters at over level 90, so yeah.
4 hours
If we use cheats.
Any other questions? No. Well, thank you.
Sorry, I broke. Next is Michal.
She's in the chat. She wants sandwich.
Hello! Today, because I have not been showing anything for eternity, as I was busy fixing bugs, plenty of bugs, but last 2 days I've been making art, so I just have some assets to show you, and while it's this loading I will show you icons, because I can't show you those in the game. Those are the icons I have made mostly today and yesterday. This one is for stable hands, people who take care of horses. This is night guard, this is day guard. This is the ruling family, these are the builders, these are the architects. This is salve, no bandage. This is holy water, this is salve. This is a soldier. And these are health conditions that we are adding in the game with the upcoming patch. So there's like scratch, bite, what is this? I forgot the name. Well, very severe thing. I also forgot the name of this. This is rabies. This is oh, swollen, something like swollen, like yeah, when you like sprain your ankle or something. And then there's just like viruses, like pox, and something else, flu, cold, fracture, and a cut. So you will see this in the UI when villagers get hurt, so you know what's going on with them. And then I have been working on some new structures that you can place in new content as part of the new content added in the military and criminality patch. So these have been mostly workshops for new professions. We've been adding profession for building. So now villagers will build for other villagers, and you will have carpentry and builders guild, and the carpenters build everything wooden. And well, if it works, that is. That's not what I want to show you anyway. So the carpenters are building this builder's desk, also the architects, and they use this workshop to produce repair kits, which are then used by villagers to maintain the structures. Then we have, no, this is older one, apothecary table. So this one is used by apothecars to make bandages and the salve to heal villagers in the hospital. Then I've been making, where are you? Guard post. And this one will actually work, I think. So you can place guard posts around the settlement, and then these little guards will go and guard things. And my favorite one is the training dummy. Look at the face. So this will be, soldiers will be hitting it to train with their weapons. And is that everything? Did I forget some asset? Just checking, but I think that's it. Workshop, blah blah blah, builder's desk, table. Yes, that's everything. So these 4 are new assets in the game. Bunch of icons and stuff like that I showed you. Also, these are like new icons. But yeah, questions? Mareike?
Can you zoom in on the horse and can you click on it? Is it a baby horse?
Sorry?
Is it a baby horse or is it the real sized horse?
Young. So this is a baby horse. Is there an adult? This one is adult horse. Slightly bigger. You can build stables and here and train them. Oh, I think actually laborers is an icon I forgot to include. Those are people who are clean stuff, I think. Build stuff and clean stuff for you. Because you can have servants in this build now.
I have another question, but you can pick up.
Okay, but take.
Can you destroy the guard posts so that they will go train at the
I think that would require me to also have the barracks. and that wasn't working before, but now it is. Are they gonna go train? I'm not sure. I have not gone so far to, because I think. Oh.
They have no sword?
Yeah, we don't have that implemented. So this is what you're going to see with soldiers doing all day, pretty much. Yes. If anyone wants to volunteer to add them like a weapon in the hand too, so that it looks better, I am listening. Questions? Yes.
Are horses new and can people ride them?
If horse is new?
Or are they new? Okay.
They have been made. First version of them has been done 2 years ago. Then they have been redone by Andrea about a year ago, maybe something like that. And then we've been just sitting on them and waiting for the code so they can actually do stuff. And that has been implemented about 2 months ago. But because I was busy doing other things, we never really got to my responsibilities on the build so we can actually show them. So this is the first time people can actually see them. That's the full story.
And can people ride them?
Yes, you can build stables and then recruit people to be your servants and then put them into the stable hands group, and then they will groom them, they will put horseshoes on them, they will put saddles on them, and then your soldiers can ride them to the war. Because you can build cavalry and fulfill king's requests that way.
My question is actually not about the horse.
Okay.
Even though I want to call one horse. But anyway, can you go back to the icons you designed?
Mm-hmm.
I love them.
Thank
I think the only one that's not really clear is the holy water.
Yeah.
For a hot second, I thought it was water with a daisy in there.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
how would you do holiness on the
I
water?
think it needs like
A
glow,
Ah.
a glow effect or something.
Ah, right. Yeah.
And yellowish.
Okay, I'll try. Thank you.
Or the angel.
Yeah. Or get wings. Give it wings. Little tiny wings.
Ah, that's,
sorry, I get
that's a
too
good
excited,
idea.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Just like you can add some small, because you don't have much space, obviously.
16
adding-
pixels, yeah.
Yeah, adding stars above the water. So two or three
Stars.
stars.
Okay,
So
yeah.
Just like a cross.
Yeah, yeah, I can try. Thank you. I think Grammy was first.
As a lord, can you ask one of your villains to make you a sandwich?
You can.
Really?
Believe it or not. You have you can assign them to the cooks group, and then they will be making meals for you and your soldiers. And whether or not that's a sandwich is up to you. We just call it a meal, so it can be whatever. Baguette, yeah.
Can you go back to the icons again?
Sure.
The fifth one along at the bottom, what is that?
This one? This
Oh,
one.
next one.
I don't want to butcher the English word for it, but it's like when a wild animal bits you and you get sick. Rabies.
I
Yeah.
thought maybe it was like werewolf as a... But it is a wolf or
Yeah.
some kind of wild
Yeah,
animal.
it's exactly how wolves look in our game, and I just added this blood here. So, yeah. Oh yeah, right. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. I can add some foam. That would be cool.
And red eyes.
Red eyes. Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
the wolf would be like brown or something, or
Yeah. I mean, I can also change his colors. I don't know. But yeah, I also wanted to like add icons that I was making 2 years ago, just so you can see how much I improved. But I didn't have time for that. But I'm very happy because this is gorgeous, in my opinion, at least. Okay. Yeah.
You managed to put pandas into the game here.
Sorry.
Are there pandas in
Are there pandas in my game? They will be. There will be for sure.
Are there frogs?
Not yet, unfortunately. We already have dogs. That's been also requested by Johanna. So.
I'm also very happy about the peers.
Yes, yes. Peers are super cool. Have you seen our April joke?
No, what was it?
Is the house here?
No.
It's not here. Oh, it's on our Twitter as well.
You can just join it. Join the club.
I'm gonna go on Twitter. That's faster.
We're yelling Twitter now.
I did a compulsive Twitter joke, April joke.
Oh, this is.
So we announced peer pressure update, which changes the game and adds new peer pressure mode, where where the king only accepts peers, and peer trees grow 200 times faster all year round. Every other tree type corrupts the soil, and the king demands peers and peers only, and villagers don't want to eat anything else but peers. That was. And we said we will release it tomorrow on 1st of April. And then we never did.
Oh my god.
But people are still expecting it. And it actually started a really cool thing on our Discord, because one of the people in the Discord renamed themselves to the Peer King, which followed by another person renaming themselves to the Duke of Oranges. And that followed with the Apple King. And now we call ourselves the Fruit Kingdoms. So pretty cool.
Are there the fruit wars already?
There will be. I'm preparing for that.
The battlefield is gonna be a fruit salad.
All right. Any other questions? No. Thank you very much.
Because of the long Q&A, my joke is a bit outdated, but here we go. Hope your laborer doesn't have Parkinson's, because then you're gonna have unstable hands. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for joining us from home. We appreciate you. We hope you have a